anyone who lives in the UK or anyone outside the UK who is looking for a way to come to the UK, this video is for them. The Launch Club can confirm that this UK agency is offering COS recruiting directly from outside the UK. If you know anyone who is looking for a way to come to the UK, this video is a must watch for them. As you can see on the screen, the Daily Telegraph, which is one of the most respected newspaper in the UK, is reporting that the UK prison services is recruiting directly from Nigeria and other African countries. So for those looking for ways to get sponsorship in the UK and those looking from outside the UK, this video is a must watch. Make sure you share this video with anyone that you know lives in the UK or outside the UK currently looking for COS. The Daily Telegraph is reporting that the UK government, through the prison services, everyone that lives in the UK knows that the prison services in the United Kingdom, they have been struggling to recruit workers. But we now know that prison services, as we speak today, they cannot recruit workers. Prison services, they are in crisis, and that is one of the reasons behind the government of Keir Starmer releasing prisoners early from prison, because the prison, as we speak now, is overcrowded and bursting. For those looking for COS in the UK, I'm going to show you the current job vacancies. You can apply. As you can see, they are actually going as far as Nigeria to recruit workers to come and work in prison services in the UK as we speak right now, because the jobs is there for those that want to work in the prison services to come and work. And we also know that, for instance, this agency is recruiting prison service. As you can see here, these are some of the current jobs for those that want to work in prison services. The starting salary, you're looking at over £27,000 for prison services. So if you know anyone who lives in the UK or anyone that lives outside the UK, please kindly ensure that they see this video. One of the easiest ways to get a job in the UK as we speak right now is through getting a job through prison services. We know that prison services, they are looking for workers, and they are now offering visa sponsorship as we speak right now. Prison services is offering sponsorship to immigrants, and they are going as far as Nigeria to recruit people to come and work in the prison services. This is a job that has job security. You will be able to work in this role. And as I said before, this is a fantastic opportunity to get visa sponsorship in the UK, where you will be able to stay in the UK with your family. Unlike the care workers, with prison services, if you get a job in prison services, you will be able to stay in the UK with your family. This is the Launch Club, where we bring the latest update. As you can see in front of me here, the starting salary, you're looking at more than £30,000 for those who want to work in prison services. If you know anyone who lives in the UK who is looking for COS, kindly ensure that they see this video. All you need to do is go on to Google, search, and type prison services current job vacancies. You will be able to see the jobs that are currently being advertised. A lot of there is always jobs in the prison services because it's one of those jobs where it's very, very challenging for those that want to look, that are looking for visa sponsorship. This is a fantastic opportunity. Make sure you share this video with anyone that lives in the UK who is working, who is looking for visa sponsorship, or anyone abroad who wants to work in the come and work in the UK. As you can see in front of me, the UK Prison Services is currently recruiting people from Nigeria and other countries who want to come and work in prison services. There are jobs there. Even if you go on to newspaper, if you go on to site like Indeed, they are currently, if you just type in, go on Indeed, you just type in current prison job, you type current job vacancies, and you type it onto a Google search. Once you type it onto Google search, it will bring it out very, very easy. Go on Google search, type prison services current job vacancies with sponsorship. It will show you the current jobs that they are currently advertising. I know someone who recently got a job with sponsorship working in Surrey. This person, he came in on his master's program. He finished master's and applied for post studies, and he applied for prison services. I told him to look at prison services. He went online. He found a job in Surrey, HM prison in Surrey. He applied. He had 3 interviews, and he was successful. And this man has now been granted visa sponsorship and is now working in Surrey. So Prison Services in the UK is an agency that is looking for sponsorship. If you're looking for sponsorship, you need to be looking at agencies like Prison Services. They are offering visa sponsorship, and they are currently recruiting people as far as from Nigeria and other African countries. Make sure you share this video with anyone that you know who lives in the UK, or anyone that lives abroad who is interested to come into work in the UK. As we speak today, as you can see in front of me here, Prison Services is currently offering visa sponsorship for those that want to come and work in prison. And the starting salary, you're looking at more than £30,000. That is the starting salary for anyone that want to work in prison services. Share this video with anyone that you know who is interested in working in prison services. As we speak today, Prison Services is now offering visa sponsorship. This is the first time in the history of prison services in the UK that they are offering visa sponsorship. They do not offer visa sponsorship in the past. However, because they are struggling to recruit workers, they are therefore now decided to recruit workers and offer them visa sponsorship, because everyone is aware that recently the UK government had to release prisoners early because they couldn't get people due to staff shortage in the prison services. So for those in the UK and those outside the UK looking for visa sponsorship, one agency that you should be targeting as we speak right now is Prison Services, because they are offering visa sponsorship as we speak now with a starting salary of more than 30,000, and there are a lot of overtime if you want to do overtime. There are a lot of overtime if you want to work in prison services. So how do we get this job? Go on to Google. That's the easiest way. Type Prison Services current job vacancies onto Google. It will come up, and that is where you'll be able to go on to different prison services in the UK. Whichever one that has job that you want to apply for, you apply. And some of them will specify whether they are offering visa sponsorship or not. And also you can type onto Google current job vacancies with visa sponsorship in prison services, or you type visa sponsorship job in prison services. It will show you the list of all the current job and you will be able to apply. Share this video with anyone that you know who lives in the UK or who lives abroad, who is looking for a job